Good morning. Good morning, Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com with your morning Horn of Z's, your sip of coffee. Hopefully you guys have watched my video I posted yesterday. It was a response to Chris Duane's challenge to the crypto community. I think I got pretty much what I wanted to say out there. Thank you for all the great comments. I thought I'd get a lot more thumbs down because he has a lot more subscribers than I do, and very devoted silver only type people. But I didn't get that many thumbs down, which is interesting. Maybe they haven't seen it. I don't even know if Chris has seen it, although my buddies over at Perpetual Assets, Gus and Will, are trying to set up a conference call with myself and Chris to kind of hash things out and basically get an understanding of where each side is. Although I don't think I'm going to change Chris's mind, and I know he's not going to change mine. So I don't know what all more we can leave on the table with that discussion. But I'm willing to do it if it's something that Chris wants to do and the guys at Perpetual Assets think is good for the community. Having said that, please go to my YouTube homepage, Road to Ruta. And right there at the top is the answers to his crypto challenge. And I think they're correct. Having said that, let's go to the cryptos. They're still bottoming, as we can see. Interesting that Litecoin really hasn't gone down all that much. It's been hovering around 40 bucks. I do think Litecoin will make a run for the moon very soon because of what's going on with Bitcoin and the August 1st issue. And then there's a supposed announcement coming out of MIT, which should be very pro Litecoin. All that happens right around the beginning of the month. So you're going to see some people trying to take their positions pretty soon to ride that thing out. And I think the big run-up is about to hit. The cryptocurrencies aren't dying. The people who are selling cryptocurrencies are mostly traders. And, if you understand what you're investing in, you sit and you hang on to it, keep it out of the online systems, you're going to do extremely well in the months, weeks, years, and decades to come in the cryptocurrencies. Pick the right ones, do your homework. Make sure you do your homework, my God. And these ICOs are all startup companies, so really do your homework on those. You can hit home runs, but most of the time you're going to strike out. Just a heads up and warning for that. But the next rise up, it's the rising tide lifts all boats. So you're going to see all these cryptos that are down 20, 30, 40, 50%. Going up 100, 200, 300%. And the reason why is the exact reason we've seen it rise the beginning of this year. These numbers, Bitcoin's dropped 30, 40%. But it's up a couple 100% in the last year. Everything is relative. And depending on how far back you want to go to judge your investment and when you should get in, I'd say get in any time. And just sit and wait and watch the insanity. I warned many times that someone was going to be crazy, and I got that information from Cliff High. And he said he has what he called crocodile teeth going all summer, but in an upward slant. So this tooth is really deep, and it's going to be really sharp going up. So if you haven't placed your bets now, put your position and get your hands on some Litecoin, some Ethereum, some Bitcoin, some, you take your pick and do the due diligence, and you're going to be just fine. Vertasium's down under 100 bucks. That's a screaming buy, and I love that one. I'm just holding on to my position. I'm giving it away for free on the Road to Ruta for everybody who signs up for a private road membership. And I send you $30 in Vertasium right now that gets mailed to your front door. You can't beat that because Vertasium's going to just run and run and run as more announcements are made about exchanges that are going to adopt that platform, a truth platform in the exchanges. Can you believe that? Can you imagine the COMEX saying, we're gonna run Vertasium kind of side by side and see which exchange people want to trade on. It will be the truth exchange, the veracity, the Veritas. So yeah, real excited about that and trying to spread some of that Vertasium around when the prices are so low. So check it out. Go to roadtoruta.com. And then I'm going to go quickly through a couple of items on Zero Hedge. I actually haven't even looked at it yet, but this is what I like to do. I'll open up Zero Hedge and speak to it as per the Road to Ruta theory. The theory that there are people behind the scenes trying to take down the bad guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to roadtoruta.com. Make sure you subscribe to these videos and like it. Like me. Please like me. I beg people to like me. Anyway, let's get going. Haiti official who exposed the Clinton Foundation is found dead. Add another one to the Clinton body count. Just Google Clinton body count, and they go through each person who's been connected with the Clinton people over the last 30, 40 years. And the amount of people who have died of mysterious causes is shocking and stunning. And it's amazing to me that this is still going on. These criminals need to go down, if you ask me. Can't afford a Shanghai apartment? Try sleeping in a shared compartment. The rents around the world are crazy because the money is crazy. They're printing money like it's going out of style. Everybody gets free money. All central banks around the world have practically zero interest rates. So the money, that's why the cryptos are starting to go crazy. An interesting concept that I think Chris Duane doesn't quite understand is that we are going to need a form of money when the banks crash. He's said it for years, and that he just disagrees that it will have anything to do with the cryptocurrencies and have anything to do with anything else other than silver, which is, I mean, that's absolutely putting blinders on in your understanding of what money is. We need money to flow freely, and if Chris has all the silver or his guys have all the silver, nobody's going to use it as money. Nobody will. And I don't think silver will be used as money. I think it'll be too valuable. I think it'll be used in the new technologies that are being invented and exposed. Also, these things that have been hidden from us for so long will need a lot of silver. I think the silver will go there. But it's clearly not going to be used as money because nobody has any. You can't use money if you don't have it. So, yeah, the cryptocurrencies, everybody who's got a cell phone right here, you can buy cryptocurrencies. There's some good ones. There's a lot of bad ones. Stick to the good ones. This isn't rocket science. And will Bitcoin be the main one? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. There's nothing wrong with like 50 cryptocurrencies. How many different currencies are there in every country around the world? There's hundreds of currencies. What's wrong with hundreds of cryptocurrencies? As long as you understand the use case, you understand if it is or if it is not reliable and transparent and approved by everybody in the blockchain technology system, yeah, then you're golden. And we got to use something. And this is the big thing why the silver market is manipulated, is because they were afraid that going off the manipulation would destroy the currency and millions of people would die because they'd have no money, no gold, no silver, they'd have nothing. So, if you're looking for a transition and a reason to manipulate the price of gold and silver, it's the very essence of what we're all fighting, is the manipulation of the monetary system. We want these bad guys to go away. And for the bad guys to go away, they've set us up such that when the system crashes, they wanted nobody to have anything. I think they wanted 6.5 billion people to die. But that's not going to happen with the cryptos because we can adopt those very quickly these days. And yes, there will be a lot of death. Yes, there will be a lot of destruction. But it would be 50 times worse if there was no cryptos. So I'm just throwing that out there again. Listen to the video yesterday. I kind of start talking about that, but not really. I don't get it, the fact that Chris and I both agree that the old system is corrupt and criminal and needs to go away. The problem is you take the system away and you destroy everything. Absolutely, there'll be no food deliveries because of the just-in-time delivery system. There'll be no water delivery. There'll be nothing. We live in a nanny state. The system has to keep going for us to survive, and too many people will die if they just crash the system and attempt to go back onto the gold and silver standard when nobody has any gold and silver. So it always worked before because everybody had some gold and silver. They never really went away. They were just in the background. Now, I don't know many people at all who have any gold and silver or have any way to go get it. I think when the banks crash, all the silver shops around town will freeze up. No one's going to be wanting to sell their silver. Sell it for what? Swap it for barter, I guess. But if there's no monetary system, you're screwed because people will die, and it doesn't matter if you have silver and gold or cryptocurrencies. if the society is being destroyed and there's no food and no water and no health care and no police and all that. All right, moving on. I'm just going to quickly run through a couple of these. Goldman is troubled by the Fed's growing warnings about high asset prices. Goldman wants to make as much money as possible. The higher the price of assets, the better off Goldman Sachs is because they use massive leverage. It's when that reverses, when asset prices go down, that leverage kills them, absolutely destroys everything. And by the Fed just dropping a hint that they might want to bring asset prices down, Goldman Sachs would be destroyed along with every other leverage lender. Because remember, going up, it's great for them if asset prices go up because they make 10, 20 times the amount they would have made. Coming down, they're going to lose 10, 20 times the amount, and they aren't as liquid. You know, how fast can they burn through their Tier 1 capital? Pretty fast. So that's what happened in 2008, and clearly Goldman's worried that the Fed's going to pop this little bubble now, and then we're going to see mass chaos again. All right, there it is. Bitcoin, Ethereum plunge accelerates as scaling deadline looms. Yesterday it was Bitcoin. Today it's Ethereum that is taking the brunt of selling pressure, down 20%. But the dumping of virtual currencies is evident across the entire crypto space, with the biggest market cap coins tumbling to 2-month lows. That's what it sounds like at the bottom of a market. The blood is on the streets, my friends. Yeah, it is safe to start accumulating now. You definitely have to be in the game because this bottom of the crocodile teeth is bottoming right now. Within a week or two, I would assume we're gonna go so fast up that people are gonna catch their breath. So if you have any spare cash, I would even think about selling. Definitely sell your gold and buy the cryptos. Silver, it's still too low. So it's with silver, we wait until the manipulation ends. I don't know when it'll be. I was hoping it would be this year, but who knows? A lot of signs pointing at silver being ready to take off, especially because J.P. Morgan has the shortest short position since they took over the Bear Stearns criminal short. When Bear Stearns went down, that was the whole J.P. Morgan taking over Bear Stearns, the government giving them a $30 billion backstop. That was all about silver. Everything is about silver when you go deep down because that's the most suppressed commodity in the world. So interesting. So yeah, I would sell my gold definitely and buy cryptos. All right, mainly because there's more gold than people are saying. And I've proven that 10 times. Go to roadtoroota.com and check out all the information there. John McCain's in the hospital. I don't wish bad on anybody, but I kind of wish bad on him. He is not a good guy. He is a criminal. He is the worst warmonger that we have in Congress right now, and he needs to be shut down. I don't know his involvement in the other stuff, the dirtier stuff. I would assume on the financial side he's dirty as can be. As far as the pedophilia and all that, I don't know, but I have heard rumors it's not good. So, anyway, moving on. I don't know anything about that, by the way. I just don't like him. He's a warmonger, and all the wars that we have gone in is due to the criminals like him and the banksters he works for. The deep state and all that. All right. Let's see what else. Let's see what else is going on in the world. The U.S. restaurant industry stuck in the worst collapse since 2009. Where are these green shoots? I don't see any. And the Fed starts raising rates, that's going to wreak havoc. But they got little deals with hedge funds and things like that they can do their bidding for them. And manipulation is unlimited. They can say they're stopping QE and still do it and just not tell anybody. That's the way the system works these days. All right, mysterious hacker leaks emails of top U.S. State Department expert on Russia. I'm a little pissed off at Julian Assange that he didn't release all of the Podesta emails because there's a lot more. They stopped on the day that Podesta got back from Portugal on his trip, supposedly. And that's when the little girl went missing. We need to see all the Podesta emails. We need to see all the Clinton emails, all the dirt. We need to see Uma Abedin's laptop. That's what we need to see. That would open the kimono for everybody. And yes, there would be a constitutional crisis because a third of Congress is involved in criminal dealings. But we gotta go through that. That has to happen. It can't just be out there, people in the know about it, and the leaks don't come. At a certain time, the people who have this information have the videos, the tape phone conversations, the emails, all that stuff was on Uma Abedin's laptop. Uma Abedin was the intern of Hillary Clinton when Bill Clinton got, what's her name, Lewinsky. And they did the same thing with their interns. Uma Abedin became probably the closest aide to Hillary Clinton, because Clinton didn't know how to do social media, didn't know how to use her computer and all that. Uma Abedin was in charge of printing out stuff for Clinton, good, bad, and ugly. And Uma Abedin's mother is the leader of the Muslim Sisterhood. Believe that one. You run down that rabbit hole, it's crazy what was going on in the government when Barack Obama was in there, when Clinton was in there. But it's all can be exposed with the release of that one hard drive, Anthony Weiner's laptop, that has all of the Uma Abedin things she printed out for Hillary. It's crazy. It's a crazy world, and it's going to get crazier, but we were expecting this, right? We're expecting this. So just buckle down, keep your silver in your own possession, keep your cryptos in your own possession. You're going to need both of them going forward, and ride this wave. And this really is a turbulent time. We're going to look back at this time and say, oh my God, I survived that, and I kind of knew what was going on sort of behind the scenes, but nobody else did. That's where we are, which is an interesting place to be. And there's my buddy Ron Paul, who I met once. Not in a social setting. It's a line of 100 people shaking his hand. I'm a big fan. Sweet guy. Had his powerful days back in the 80s and 90s. I would say 70s and 80s. And then he just got old like all of us, and he couldn't forcefully make his arguments anymore. But he's absolutely right. And he's been a gem for the freedom movement. So we all should, they really should honor Ron Paul when this is all over for being like the lone voice in Congress. And I think they will, and I hope he's still alive to receive these honors. We'll see what happens. All right, that's it for me. This is Bix Weir, roadtoruta.com. Don't forget to listen to the Chris Duane rebuttal. And for all those who said, well, you don't have to be mean to Chris. I wasn't being mean to Chris. He threw down a challenge for everybody in the crypto sphere. And he did it very arrogantly, if you ask me. But you can be your own judge and check out the video and see if you agree with me or not. And give me a thumbs up here if you agree, and give me a thumbs down if you don't agree. Very interesting times. As the world changes, you got to change with it. This is Bix Weir. We'll talk to you later.